All right, we are going to be planting some GMO-free fruits today. These are raspberries. These are Brandywine. We do have another variation that we're going to be planting of the raspberries, and these do not, they do have like little thorns, it feels like. So these are not going to be thornless, is what it appears. But who knows until they actually start growing. We're going to be planting these today. I am going to read all the packaging and everything inside because it's a little windy out here, and I don't want I want to make sure that you'll be able to hear me. So what we're going to do is we're going to open these up. We're going to put the rootstocks in the water, let them absorb a little bit of water before we plant them, and then we're going to plant them. And you're going to see that along the process, because you get this box, which is about 1 foot long total, and the rootstock is only about this much of that box. So you're going to see that, and then we're actually going to be doing a review of this product because these are $9.99 each. So I bought them from a big box store, Myers, and I know you guys have seen them in the center of the grocery store, and you've wondered, will it grow as well? So we're gonna be planting them on a trellis here that is already established, that we already have raspberries and blackberries on, but we expanded the trellis, so now we're gonna be planting other stuff in there. So let's get them in the ground. All right, so how much of this is actually rootstock? Not much. There it is. There is some green in there, which is a little inspiring, because the other ones I had planted, it was basically just wood, no greenery. So there's the first one. The second one has even less. So we're gonna let them give them a little bath for a little bit, and then we're actually gonna reuse this stuff in the holes after we plant them. So we're gonna dig the holes now that those are soaking, and we'll plant them. I'm actually gonna plant them side by side, but not right next to each other. So probably about 8 to 12 inches apart, because I do want to keep track of them. However, I don't want them to grow over themselves. So maybe about 1 foot apart, but it'll be like a little trench hole type thing. So they can grow together if they want. They can grow opposite if they want, however they want to grow. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the raspberry Brandywine that we just planted, and we're going to be reading the box portion inside my barn because it's windy outside and you won't be able to hear me out there. It says Brandywine raspberry. This is a 1-year-old plant. It tells you the instructions for planting it, which I'll show you, then you can pause it if you really want to read those. And I'll give you their website as well. That way you can, if you really wanted to read them, you can. Harvest time, early summer to fall. Hardiness zones 4 through 8, which we're in zone 5. Features and usage, this is fresh eating for jams and jellies. Winter hardy, which is good because we have harsh winters here in Ohio. In height, a true purple berry, since it is a cross of red and black raspberries. It has been called the best purple raspberry. Height of 2 to 3 feet. And then it says planting tips. Cane berries prefer a deep, well-drained, fertile soil. Typically bear fruit on 2-year-old wood. They thrive in most soil types. Good air circulation is important. Resistant to powdery mildew, which is great. Product of the USA. The website is going to be gardenstatebulb.com. So I'm assuming this is going to be the coloration of it as well. So we planted 2 of these, as you can see. They were right around 10 bucks each at your big box store. I got mine from Meyer. But we are going to be doing kind of review video starting pretty much now to see if these actually grow, because if you wanted, you could spend easily a few $100s if you're wanting to plant like a whole hedgerow of these. We just bought 2 plants to see how they would do before we invest any more. So subscribe if you want to see future videos on those, which they'll be on our channel. All right, I think that's it. Let's get back outside. All right, now that you've heard about them, these are the Brandywine raspberry plants. Now I did push them towards the fence just a little bit, just so they could start growing up that if possible. It is easier for us to take care of them that way, rather than them being so far off the fence and then you try to get them to the fence. So there you go. Like I said, we are going to be doing review videos of these, so make sure you subscribe and like the video. That way you can come back and see like the Brandywine raspberry update, and to see how they do. When I did dump out the white bags, it was interesting to see that there was actually a root ball, like a tiny little root ball in one of them, so I put it in one of the holes as well. So hopefully maybe we'll get 3 plants, maybe, never know. All right, thank you and God bless.